Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to log in and sign up for MyStatLab. So here's your home page of your course. And if you look down here on this tab below where it says My Lab and Mastering, you're going to go ahead and click on that. So go ahead and click on that. And then when you click on that, over here, you will see Open My Lab and Mastering. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and then click on that. And then what's going to happen is it's going to open up a page. Okay, now the page says you can sign in with your Pearson account. That means if you've had a previous account, okay, you can put a username and your password. And what I'm going to show you is how to create a Pearson account, because you'll have 14 days grace period before you have to either purchase the account or if you've already done so through the bookstore. Now, before I proceed, the one thing that's important here is that when you're using MyStatLab, the best browsers to use are either Google Chrome or Firefox. If you use Safari or some other browsers, it may lock you out as if you don't have an account. So you want to make sure you use the ones that's compatible to that. So I'm using Google Chrome. So again, I would recommend Google Chrome and Firefox. So here I'm going to go ahead and create a Pearson account. So I'm going to select Create, and then I'm going to put an email address. Now, the email address that I want you to use is your student email address, okay? Because that's where everything is going to go, and that's where the communication needs to be going when you're using MyStatLab. So I'm just going to use an email address that I have for myself because I can't use my one for school, okay? And then your username, again, you can use your email address. And now make sure that whatever password that you use, that you're using something that has at least 8 characters, that has at least one letter, that uses at least one number, and uses at least one capital letter. Okay? And do not use your name or your username, and do not use spaces or special characters other than those. So I'm going to go ahead and then put in a password. Okay, so the password's not valid. So I'm going to create another one. There we go. So now I'm going to retype it in here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and then put in my first and last name. Okay, then there's a security question. And then after you answer your security question, you're going to hit I agree to the terms. And then it says one or more of these applies to me. I'm enrolled in middle school. I am under the age of 18. I reside outside the United States. So that would what you would do if you'd select that. Then it says if you do not wish to receive information about other products, then you don't have to do that. So therefore, this is what you're going to have to do. So you have the I agree to the terms selected, and then you're going to select create an account. Now here, okay, once you create an account, you have these 3 options. Okay, the first option is using an access code. That means if you already purchased the access code through the bookstore, then you can select access code and then put in the numbers for that. Okay, and then over here, it says student access for My Lab here. So this is the one option, and then this one is an 18-week option. Okay. So the 18 weeks would work since we're our course is for only 7 weeks. Now, down here, it says waiting for financial aid. So if you're not able to purchase this as of yet, eventually you would have to in order to access the homework for the course. Down here where it says get temporary access code without payment for 14 days, you can go ahead and click on that. And that says, are you sure you want temporary access to Math 14? You're going to select yes. And then now what it's doing is it's processing your order. So now it's saying that you're done. Okay, so now what's happened is now you're enrolled into the course. And so now when it says go to my courses, what that's going to do is it's going to pull up your course now for this class. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to go back now to Canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of this and close out of the registration because now we registered. Now if I come back in here, okay, and let's say that I want to go back to this page. So now when I want to access my lab and mastering, I can go here each and every time. And so now when I open up my lab and mastering, what it's going to do is it's going to automatically bring me to the course from here. So that's where you can now access the course, and everything will be available to you here.